Okay, and we live on Facebook. What's going on? You already know who it is and what it be. It's Rob P. Pascal Real Estate, New Millennium Real Estate Services for the people, coming at you with a Tidbit Tuesday. A new and improved Tidbit Tuesday. Yes, I know I've been quiet. I know you haven't seen a Tidbit Tuesday since maybe April. You know, I hit you with that Make This Your Last Year Renting series, a Tidbit Tuesdays, and I'm gonna tell you what, I've been quiet. I've been laying down the groundwork. I've been laying down some foundations to build monuments of success and wealth and empowerment for our community. And I'm at the point now where I'm ready to come back out here and give y'all that work. Yes, that work. Whatever the case, if you're in the building, show me some love. Hit the hearts, hit the likes, hit the share. Go ahead, hit that, get the notification button. Yeah, if you're in the building, say what's up. Let me know you here. We live on IG. We live on Facebook. But whatever the case, like I said, you know, I'm back at it. You know, the people have spoken and the people have told me that they're missing Tidbit Tuesdays, you know, and I miss them too, I'm not going to lie, but all of that editing just got really heavy, that weekly grind. So I'm just going to come to y'all straight, come to you live every Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to do it at 5. I like to say going live at 5. I think that's lit, but you know, I don't know how feasible it is for most people, because I want people to see, I want y'all to see all of this, right? So every Tuesday we're going live. I'm coming at you not only with real estate tidbits, because for me and people that know me, I like to be a source. I'm here in this community to be a resource. I'm here to be a source for people to pull from in order to get to where they need to be to live their best potential. So yes, I built the business in real estate because I believe real estate is the best business to build a business in. But I'm very passionate about seeing people reach their full potential in life, because in order for us to live life, in order for this world to be the best that it can be for ourselves and for our children and their children, it's going to take all of us getting to our best potential in order for us to come together and build something, build some monuments, right? So in order for us to reach our potential, we have to be wealthy, and not just wealthy in the sense of money. You know, we're talking about abundance of health, you know, because without health, there's nothing. You know, health is wealth, and I think it's important that we educate ourselves and that we're keeping our diets at the top of our mind, because our body is nothing more than a system, and what you input to your body is going to get the output, and for every action, there's a reaction, right? We're talking spiritual wealth, you know, and wealth in the sense of abundance, and of course, we're talking about economic wealth as well, and then cultural wealth. Anybody that knows me knows that I am very passionate about culture. I love culture. I love people. I love life. I love energy. I love movements. I love all of that, right? So, like I said, the Tidbit Tuesday is new and improved, and I'm coming with it. So I got 3 tidbits for y'all today, right? But first and foremost, I just want to thank you all for all the love that you've given me, all the congratulations for reaching that achievement of that President Sales Club. I know for all my realtors, and for all my realtors are in the building, shoot me that little gold heart. Let me know you in the building, because y'all got hearts of gold. Shout out to all my realtors across the nation fighting that good fight. So for my realtors out in California, you know, $1 million in sales, that's like maybe 3 or 4 houses, right? But in Ohio, only 10% of realtors in Ohio actually meet that $1 million mark per year. So for me, it's an achievement, and it's doubly an achievement. I see it as because over 90% of my clientele are people of color. So I've helped move over $1 million of people of color's money. So we got money, you know, we have bread, you know, it's there because I helped move over $1 million of it. More than that if you really count it. But you know, so that's an achievement for me, you know, and I just want to thank everybody that supports me, everybody that has referred me. You know, that means the world to me, you know, for you to put your trust in me, to tell somebody that you love to go through me, or to take my experience, because I do take pride in providing the best customer service to my clientele. I take pride in helping my clients bring the least amount of money to the table and having them close in a fast amount of time. I take pride in all of that, and that just goes back to my customer service days, being a fine dining server at Rockwell's and at Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse down in Columbus. I like to take care of my people, you know. So I appreciate all of y'all, and if you're in the building, like I said, show some love. If you got questions about anything that I'm saying, throw them out there. And yo, all praises to the Most High. You know, I have a vision, and it's a divine vision that's been given to me, and I'm just the medium here on earth manifesting what's been put inside of me. So I just want to, you know, give all praises to the Most High. and thank all of y'all. So since we're on the subject of real estate, let's go into our first tidbit, right? Because it's Tidbit Tuesday. So shout out to everybody on IG, everybody on Facebook. Go ahead, hit that share button, hit that like, hit that notification. So what comes first? Is it the house or the car? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? It's nothing like the chicken or the egg, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you wanna do it, you wanna get through this process as smooth as possible, you wanna get the most house based off of how much that you make per month, you wanna go ahead and get that house before you get the car, okay? And this is coming from our national president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, Donnell Williams. He is enacting a new initiative where we are pushing forward as realtors to educate Generation Xers and millennials on the importance of purchasing the house before the car. A lot of people aren't familiar with what we call the debt-to-income ratio, but that debt-to-income ratio is going to be one of the most important factors in determining, for one, if you qualify, and for two, how much house do you qualify for. A lot of people think that, student loans are the biggest hindrance for people to purchase homes. But the fact of the matter is, it's not the student loans that's keeping most people from purchasing homes or keeping people from getting the homes that they want. It's actually that car note that's really keeping people behind. So I would say, if you can avoid a car note, avoid it. If you can get a car note from somewhere and have it not go in your credit report. If you can do that, That's ideal. Me personally, I've done it and I do it, just based off of my network and who I know. I'm able to drive something nice and not have it show up on my credit report or count against my debt to income ratio. If you have to sacrifice, sacrifice. But if you want to buy a home, typically if you focus on your credit for at least a year, you can put yourself in a position to purchase a home as long as you have the income, as long as you have your paper trail in order. So if it takes a year of driving something that's not exactly what you want in order for you to get the house that you want, it's well worth it. Because I know people that are driving around in cars and have $500 car notes, right? But a $500 house note is going to get you at least a $60,000 house, if not more than that. So if debt to income ratio, let's talk about that. The debt to income ratio basically is how much debt do you have based off of how much you make monthly. Right? So keep it really simple. If you make $1,000 a month and you have a $200 car note, you have $100 in credit cards, whatever else, you got $100 in student loans. Boom, boom, boom. That's $400. So already your debt to income ratio is going to be at 40%. Right? So what happens is these lenders have a threshold as to how much that they'll lend you based off of your debt to income ratio. So for a lot of lenders, that 48% is the most that they'll lend you on the debt to income ratio. So if you already have a debt that's at 40%, that leaves 8% left over for you to take on a house note. And what can you get for an $80 house note, right? Nothing. But what happens is you don't have that $200 car note. On $1,000 a month, you're not going to be able to get much of a house anyway. But for illustrations purposes, if you don't have that $200 house note, you now have $280 to put towards a house note, which is way different than if it was only $80. So that debt to income ratio is something that you want to educate yourselves on. It's something that you want to be familiar with because, like I said, it's a huge impediment for people to purchase homes. It's not just about credit, the debt to income ratio, right? And buy the house before the car. Hey, it is what it is. If you have any questions about home ownership or you want to put a plan in order, hit the link that I put on this post. It'll take you to a site. You tell me what time to call you. Wham, bam, I'm going to hit you up. One of my team is going to hit you up. We're going to get you in here and help you put a plan together. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's the tidbit for the wealth today. Housed in the car. Be on the lookout. Coming to a city near you. National Association of Real Estate Brokers, Realtors, bringing it to you nice and raw. Giving you what you need to live the life that you want to live. You feel me? All right, so we're going to take it on to the next one. Let's talk about health. And a question, and I hear it a lot, diabetes runs in my family. And my question is, does diabetes really run in your family? Does high blood pressure really run in your family? I don't think so. I believe that bad eating habits, miseducation on diet and health runs in families. you got to look at who you are, where your people come from, and what your people ate before they were taking on this American diet, you know? Me personally, I'm a big follower of Dr. Sebi. I got familiar with Dr. Sebi years ago, back when I was living in Columbus, about 2009, and he really talked about the different pH balances in the body and how important it is to keep a certain pH balance in your body in order to live the best life. You know, and you have what's called an alkaline state and you have an acidic state. And each food and drink that you take in is going to push the meter in your body to either the acidic side or the alkaline side. And the key is to eat as much or drink as much that's going to make your body alkaline, because our body's natural state is an alkaline state, a 7.4. You know, that's our body's natural state, and anything below a 7 is going to be an acidic. So what happens is when your body's in an acidic state, the cells start to break down, and when the cells break down, mucus starts to be produced in the cell, and when mucus is produced long term, that's when disease sets in. So it's important, like I said, that we educate ourselves on health and diet, because health is wealth. And if you don't have health, you don't have anything. You can have $1 million, but if you look at Steve Jobs, you know, one of the richest men in the world, but he didn't have his health, and what's it all worth at the end of the day? So educate yourself. What did your people eat? You know, what did they eat before they came here? I'm not really big on eating bread or carbs. I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't eat anything. You know, I might not purchase it. I might not purchase pork. I might not go to the store and buy it myself, but if it's there and if it's offered, I'm not gonna turn it down either. But that's all about moderation, you know, so moderation is key in knowing what you put into your body, because me personally, I want to be here as long as I can. I got 3 daughters, 3 girls, you know, and I've been blessed with, and I want to be here to see them grow and see them develop, and I want to see what type of lives they lead, what type of families they build. You know, I want to be here for all of that as long as I can be, and I know there's no guarantees, but God willing, but you know, I'm here for it. I'm working to do what I can do to be here, and though I'm not perfect, you know, it's just about that effort. Right? So that's the health tidbit. So let's talk about this culture. You know, people that know me know I like action. I like energy. Like I said, I love the movement. I love to see people connect. I love to see people come together. And here in Toledo is a different type of city based off of, you know, a lot of cities that I travel to. There's a different experience where you got to be in the loop. There is a lot going on in Toledo that is not blasted, or I'm not going to say it's not blasted, but the spread and the reach isn't what it could be, because Toledo tends to be a cliquey city. It's a lot of circles involved in the city, and if you don't know, you don't know. I was talking to a brother that I met. He's from Haiti. He's been living here for 5 to 7 years, and he is just now getting connected to people who think like him, that look like him, that are his age, that are moving in the same direction as him. And it's taken him that long, which is pretty much a shame, because it's a lot of us here, you know, on that trajectory, on that path. And I think it's important that we create something where we can all be connected, where we can all be connected. That's what it's about. Connection. You know, I believe that we are here for each other. We're not made to live as hermits. We're here to build. You know, we're here to collaborate. We're here to connect. We're here to share resources, all of that. So I started a group. It's called Pull Up Toledo. And what I'm going to do with this group is whenever I pull up to somewhere and it's hot and I think you should pull up too, I'm going to post the story. I'm going to post the video. So if you on IG, you already know how to find me on Facebook. Let's get it. And if you're on Facebook, find that Pull Up Toledo. I'm going to invite a lot of people. But where am I pulling up to this weekend? I'm pretty excited about the Back to the 90s Park Jam. It's going to be at the Uptown Green Park downtown. It's a collaboration between many organizations, businesses, and individuals here in the city that's bringing something fresh, that's bringing something new, which I feel is necessary. Who doesn't love the 90s? You know, if you grew up, if you were conscious during the 90s, and I don't know, who doesn't love the 90s? The 90s, you had the cartoons, you had the video games, you had the music, you know, you had just games. It was a time where people actually connected, a time before, you know, cell phones were in our faces all day. You know, it was a time before, you know, all of that stuff that we see now. Now we live in a world that's oversaturated, and I feel like the more technology that we get, the less human connection that we experience. So, you know, of course, that 90s is always going to hold nostalgia, you know, with me and then with a lot of people. So It's going down this weekend, Uptown Green Park, from 7 to 11. If you have any questions, holler at Lance Self, holler at Tracy Haynes, because they got the keys. They know what's up. They know what's popping. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to show face. I'm going to have a good time. And I'm going to let y'all see what I see while I'm out there. So whatever the case, I'm here. If you have any questions, you need anything, holler at me. If you want to know how much your home is worth, hit the link up top below. It says how much is my house worth. You put your address in there. It's going to give you an estimate of how much you can expect to get your house on today's market. I'm here to build, like I said, and I'm all about the people. I'm all about seeing people live their best lives. This has been Tidbit Tuesday live, and be ready, because I'm coming back next Tuesday. I don't know. You let me know. Should I hit it at 5? Because I can go live at 5. But I feel like 7 is a good time too, because people settled at 7. So we're gonna iron out the wrinkles. Just know that Tidbit Tuesday is coming. And I'm coming with that heat. I'm coming with those jewels and those gems to help you live the best life. And a lot of time I'm just talking to myself, and I'm just sharing with y'all my reflections of myself. But whatever the case, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, get the notifications, like the group, like the page, all of that. All right? Peace.